was looking at my analytics and there was a view bump of about 180 views in a minute. And I know that only happens one way. I'm either getting farmed by Asmongold or I'm being farmed by Quinn. I went and found, and it was Quinn this time. So I thought, let's see what his reaction is to my response to the Diablo 4 drama. So we're going to have a big circle jerk of reaction drama going on here. Let's go. There's some pretty major Diablo 4 drama going on, and it actually involves your boy. So what I'm going to do is I am going to first explain to you what the drama is. I'm going to explain to you how I'm involved in the drama.
Oh,
then I'm
shit.
going to explain to you
how's he
response, because they do have a response to this drama. Then I will address it and explain my response to the drama. So let's get you informed on what's going on at minimum for entertainment value. I love it because he knows he's about to get some memes out of the video, you know, that he knows what's going on here. So, I see you. Various streamers got early access to Diablo 4. Confirmed on Rex's stream, Blizz gave early access, etc. He got to level 59, yada, yada, yada. People are saying there's an NDA that will be lifted on the 30th. And if you scroll down enough, there's going to be people getting mad about the fact that some people got in early. This wasn't really as big of a deal until they announced something else, which was the race to level 100
I didn't know about it.
hardcore. You see, they actually just announced an actual prize for being able to hit level 100 on hardcore as one of the first 1,000 people to do it. They're going to have a big statue they're going to build. That big statue is going to have all the names of the people that hit level 100 hardcore on it first. They're going to put that on the statue, and this is a prize, a sentiment. This has happened in other games of statues. I think EVE Online was one of the ones that this happened in. Subnautica, I think they put all the founders in a statue and sunk it to the bottom of the ocean. To give you an idea, this is something some games do. It's to drive hype, it's to drive sales. Now, how am I involved in this? I have early access. Okay.
What the fuck? Wait,
here we go.
Fuck Diablo Immortal.
Yeah, baby.
Wait, the fuck? They did 2 dozen. Gazzy TV.
A lot of people got it, bro. Like 30.
Every fucking Icy Veins guy. All of Diablo. Like, they're so stupid. Why would they give it to all the god gamers? Like this guy. Why would they give it to?
I don't know why they won't give it to you, Quinn. Maybe marketing or PR or legal was like, this is probably a bad idea. I would have to guess that's what happened.
I fucking hate it. Like the literal #1 worst people to give the game to. It's like, yeah, let me give our game to someone that's gonna like engineer all the fun out of it, right?
I mean, to be fair, I'm a little bit more about the drama stuff. I don't know if he's talking about me as like the worst possible person to have the game. I feel like these type of videos he watching right now are really more of my bread and butter, but all right, fair enough.
Let's engineer all the fun out of the game and make the most OP single button shit possible. And then so they can make guides and make everyone else not enjoy the game. Like, let's do that. Let's give the game out to all the people who are going to engineer the fun out of the game as fast as possible.
You know, okay, I will agree with one point, which is that I would actually prefer this wasn't a thing over a thing, because what it effectively does is it's an arms race now. It's like data mining in games. Like, I've been part of content creation programs that strictly prohibited data mining, but as soon as one content creator did it, then everyone would do it, because now you have to, because it's an arms race when it comes to the media. That's what it always is. That's why the media back in the day when it was the TV would be sensationalist over the top of like, war today. Everyone's gonna die, and then YouTube has become the clickbait fest, like me myself. I do with this video because then Quinn clicked on it. So it's the arms race of media. It is cancer. I'm not going to argue it, but I think we all fall prey to the cancer ourselves. I think not to try to be in disagreements here, but I mean, I think it's fair enough to say, Quinn, didn't you spend like 8 times the amount of money in Immortal even I did? A year later, I still haven't even spent remotely close to the same amount of money because it was good content. I think we all kind of like do the same thing and probably would have taken the early access to it as available. I was at a funeral when I got the information that there was early access, and so I was like 3 days late. Okay, I was out of state even. So when I came back, I had to really get going because nobody knew the early access was coming. Everyone was caught by surprise. I think multiple people weren't able to start for like any day. We had no idea this was coming. So when it came out and everyone's go, 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 you better believe your boy's going to do it, because at this point it is a YouTube arms race and I am trying to win the war. So let's go. So I have
AKA streamers and YouTubers like that. Like, they give it to Kotaku guy. Give it to IGN, not these motherfuckers.
Innate advantage for this race. Okay, about that, there was actually a media PR review that they did give the game to. So to be fair, IGN and PC Gamer and those people actually did get the game before me, even a long time before. And the actual very first game play that went out, the faux in-game, by the way, way longer. It was for months, way longer than the one we played. The in-game was to in-game players, not content creators, people that have played Diablo games long enough. There was no special treatment for content creators to get into it. It was everybody. So tons of people that were playing every game, D2, D3, yes, even Diablo and more though. People that had played hours and hours and hours into the game got access to it. That's why there's plenty of random people that know just as much, if not arguably more than some of us. To be fair, it was an older patch. It is out of date. The balances are different. So it's probably irrelevant information. I won't debate at that point, and I'll give that ground, no doubt. If I wanted to go for the race. Let me make it perfectly clear right now. I'm not doing hardcore. I don't give a fuck about the name on a statue. What I want is YouTube views. How I'm going to get what I want is by putting builds, tips, guides, and sharing all of the information I have available. So any of the things I got from early access, I put in the videos, I put in the written down for leveling guides. Everything that I have, the purpose of it, for me at least, is to leverage it into you guys having some useful information. That way you choose to watch me. That is how I am choosing to do this. If I was going to be doing hardcore, however, and I'll only speak for myself, but I doubt we see a single content creator who, let's say, is eligible for this that will actually accept this prize. I actually don't think there's going to be a single content creator who will deny that what we have is considered an advantage.
I can think of a couple. I could certainly think of a couple. I mean, it says only speculation. To be fair, now they've been called out publicly, maybe they won't, right? But I mean, if people are willing to cheat and bot and break the rules using and to claim leaderboard positions in like previous games.
Okay, to be fair, I don't know all the Diablo drama. Like, I didn't play Diablo 3 as much. I have a few hundred hours in it back just because I played MMOs a lot. I was probably playing RuneScape during the time all these guys were doing Diablo. I don't really know the Diablo drama. So the other content creators, yeah, that's probably fair. I don't know if the people claim it or not. I'm just looking at from the obvious, like, PRL of, I think it would be stupid as a YouTuber and a public person to try to claim a prize in front of a bunch of angry people. I mean, that's like, it's like going up on stage to take a trophy, when you're an adult and you just somehow scammed your way. You know that movie, The Spelling Bee, where it's like you're literally an adult competing against children and he like wants to take the prize in front of the angry parents? That's literally this situation. I don't see why anyone would ever do that.
Are you kidding me? Of course they're gonna do if they could cheat. Like, I mean, if they're willing to like literally bot, unironically, 24/7.
Maybe so. I can be wrong.
It is my last dying wish to watch you play a game. Please.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Die, pussy. Hurry up and die. Can you? Why the fuck that little old cunt? Fuck off. Okay. Anyway. I mean, if people are willing to literally break to US and literally...
Yeah, and here we have Quinn acting like his streamer privilege isn't the biggest unfair advantage in the whole game.
Shut the fuck up. Okay, shut the fuck up. Okay, let me continue. Are you going to play another one? Are you going to do another one? Or are we good?
Probably one more. There's always going to be one more.
Am I good now?
You're baiting the extra one. It's going to come now
anyway.
anyway.
Okay. If these motherfuckers are willing to literally... cheat.
Basic chat.
Okay, you're deliberately playing old ones now, aren't you? You don't even have new ones, and you're just playing old ones. Okay. If people are willing to cheat and break the rules.
Oh my God. The Clown Fiesta of Mike, Mute, and Donos. We're going to get through this video eventually.
Okay. Let me go. Okay. All right, then for the 15th fucking time. Okay. If people are willing to literally cheat and use fucking bots to just get on top of the Diablo 3 leaderboard, okay, what makes you not... Like, what are you kidding me? If they thought they could get away with getting an advantage and then cheating in a competition, of course they fucking would. Why is everyone telling me if?
I mean, okay, to be fair, I didn't say 100% nobody ever... I said my best guess. All right, I'm estimating here. If someone... goes out, announces they're going for it, takes the advantage, puts their name on the statue. Like, it's going to be the name on the statue that has the most gum stuck to it. Like, I'm just saying it would be stupid to do it. I'm not saying I can 100% predict every person on the planet. I just don't see why anyone would, is really my point. All right, to be clear.
Why is everyone typing if? Why is everyone typing if? Why is everyone typing if? Okay, I'm fucking sick of this shit.
I myself will say it freely.
Pay to unban. Pay to unban right here.
It's such a
I want the pay to
fiesta, bro.
unban.
I'm not even talking.
In fact, I think it's a giant L take when people say we don't have an advantage. I myself will say it freely. We have a massive advantage. In fact, I think it's a giant L take when people say we don't have an advantage because the advantage is real life knowledge. That's
Fucking L take. You heard it here from Diablo Immortal himself. Okay, it's a fucking L take, brother.
obvious. In fact, we have an advantage. That's why you guys are going to watch the YouTube, because we know what we're talking about because we got in early. So I think it's obvious in a lot of ways. If we get more views because we have an advantage and we're able to make the guides, that is obviously, there's a reason you're clicking to choose and watch the videos. It's because you know that we have had time in the game more than other people. So it would be dumb of me to deny that advantage. Now, if you want to know Blizzard's take on this, Rod Ferguson did a tweet saying,
Dude, look at this.
our
This is
accounts
so
are being deleted. See you guys in 6 days. He's talking to us, the early reviewers. Can you talk about the same creators competing in a race event you guys announced? This gives an extreme unfair advantage. This is not a new season. Setting a precedent of unfair advantages is not a good look. Rod's response is, how does deleting all their progress and making them start at the same time as everyone else give them an unfair...
Call him out. Destroy him. Destroy him, Diablo Immortal. You can remember, this guy's a Diablo Immortal enjoyer. They're probably the biggest #1 Diablo.
I think the correct terminology is Diablo Immortal farmer.
They're probably the biggest #1 Diablo Immortal content creator. That's who's talking right now, chat.
That's
all right.
true.
Destroy him.
Advantage. In my opinion, this is probably an L take. I don't have a...
L take, Rod. You heard it from Diablo Immortal himself. Fucking L take.
problem with
It
them
is.
freely admitting this gives us a knowledge-based advantage. I
Probably
think
an L
that
take.
the
It
proof
is
in the
an L
pudding
take.
there. I think that would...
You know what? He's right. I'll upgrade it to it's definitely an L take because I think it's obvious. I say this in the video, but it is obvious.
fairly obvious. So for me, Blizzard's response, I think, is lacking a little bit of like being able to admit what's going on. With that being said, as far as myself goes, let me give you my response and my personal take on this. I myself, like have I said before, do not care remotely about this prize. I don't. Okay? I don't care if my name's on a statue. I also am not playing hardcore because I want to make videos. My primary focus is as a YouTuber, building my YouTube, and what I want is knowledge. If somebody was going to be mad who's a smaller creator, it's like, it's not fair. You got advantage to YouTube. Sure,
It's
that's
still
a
shit.
different...
I still think it's shit, though. Do you not think it's shit? Like, I still, of course, if you've got the advantage. The thing is, if I had access to the game, I wouldn't have played it. I still think it's shit. It would have been so much better if the YouTubers just had to play the game at the same time as everyone else.
I mean, I kind of get his point with this because, to be honest, like none of us knew the early access was coming. Like I was out of state when it happened. I noticed on my phone. I'm days late, and I'm realizing like this is a big deal. Like you basically have to do it if you want to be a YouTuber. So not only did it put like extra pressure on me, where I have to spend 20 hours a day to catch up and all that, which is insane, but it increases the ever, army meaty arms race. Like it makes it more difficult. So there's an argument to be made for that. I also think there's probably a fair argument to be made that like the excitement of the game is the most exciting when everyone is clueless. But I also think that like those days are probably sold. Like it's an ARPG also. Everyone's going to min-max. The whole genre is sort of about min-maxing the very second you go into the game. I personally hate that style, but it's what the people want, and I can literally see it in the analytic data, what people are searching for, and that's what the people are saying. It's not like what I want to do is make build guides. I've actually said for years, covering all the different games I do, I hate making guides. Like, I actually do. I would way rather just play the fucking game and then have people enjoy watching it. But that's not why people find your channel. Like, they're not going to type in redheaded dude playing the game. Like, that's just not going to happen. Like, they're going to ask, what is the best druid build? How do I extract legendary aspects? Like, that's what's going to happen. And so if that's what's required in order to get the people to your channel, that is what I'm going to do. And maybe it's unfortunate. Sure, I'm not going to argue with them. I would have rather it not be a thing as well. But I also think those days are over, just like the days of no battle passing in the game, just like the days of early access, etc. And if the argument is going to be that, hey, well, if it's a bad thing, then don't do it, or you're contributing to the problem, Quinn himself would have been happy to take his own advice instead of spending $25,000 or whatever it was on Immortal while shitting on the game. So I think it's very obvious that everyone will do what is required in order to have your own media have its best interests. And neither will I fault people for doing that, because God bless America. All right, let's go.
and the fucking Twitch streamers played the game and said this, and everyone just theorycrafted and made their own builds, right? Not this shit where, oh, let's just give out this fucking early game. So let's let everyone completely dismantle our game before it comes out and figure everything out. So that whole fun mystery, like the whole mystery and intrigue and all like that part where everyone has to discover it. No, they don't need to do that. There'll be clear cut, one-to-one, exact, step-by-step guides telling people exactly what to do. It's like, bro,
Yep.
why?
Because the people want it. Because they
Is
want it.
running marketing at Blizzard that thought this is a good idea? Who?
Conversation. I'll agree with you. I got an advantage. I'm going to take it because I'm a YouTuber and that's what I do. All right. That's how it works. It's in the business. I've been covering Diablo games for over a year at this point. They put me in because I've got like 15 million views on Diablo games. So I've earned my spot in there as far as the early access goes. All right. Different conversation. If we're talking about in-game advantage. All right. I'm not even trying to claim this because I'm not doing hardcore. And even if I was, I'm not going to claim this. And I don't think any of the people that are doing hardcore would claim this either.
They would.
Like, it seems very obvious that if you go out there and announce you're doing a world...
If they didn't get called out, they would. You kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Well, yeah, but I didn't say if they don't get called out, they're not going to do it. I said because they're going to get called out. So you can't say that, oh, well, of course they will, and then literally only be, oh, well, except because of the only fucking thing I mentioned. Like, come on.
They would. Are you kidding me? Dude, they considering half the, like, I mean, we're talking about literal people botters. Like, they're platforming the Diablo 3 botters. They absolutely fucking would. Now, they probably won't do it. I mean, yeah, Woody Joe draws the line at botting. Yeah, well, that's the thing, right? Getting a slight, not a slight advantage, getting an advantage from playing the game early. I mean, is he going to, I mean, if you bot, you're going to absolutely do that, right? Now, they probably won't because they're getting called out, but if they thought they could get away with it, I mean,
again, I don't know anything about Diablo drama. I don't know anything about anybody that bought it or anything. I'm new-ish to the PC side of the community here, okay? So I don't know. This seems like some bad blood between some people. There's something going on, and he's talking about somebody specifically. I can see the chat naming one person. I'm not going to get involved because I don't know what's going on, but like I think my logic was pretty clear. People aren't going to do it because they are going to get called out. In fact, he literally says, well, unless because they're going to get called. Well, that's what I'm saying. So like I'm not going to dispute his point because I don't think he's arguing with me. I think he thinks he's arguing with me, but he's really not. It's first hardcore. You get the world's first hardcore. You get one of 1,000 hardcore or something, and then you're like, I did it. Like everyone's going to roast you. I think that part's pretty obvious, and for that reason, I think most of the creators, myself included, are just focusing on whatever it is they want their content to be about. We're content creators. We're creating content.
expose them. Blizzard needs to tell us, dude. Blizzard, what happens if people got early access and they're not saying they got early access and they actually are just playing, right? Like, what do you guys think?
I don't know. I don't know anything about that. I don't know why you wouldn't say you got early access. Like, it's free real estate as far as I'm concerned. It's one of my best videos. People are going to click on it, and even the people that don't like you are still helping you. I mean, you know this, bro. You look right now, literally, there's somebody that's posting a clown on your face. So, like, my concept is like it's kind of the same thing. Like we're going to talk about it. I don't know why somebody wouldn't announce that they're in it. I would think it's free real estate, and if they're hiding it or something, I don't get what difference it makes if we all like. I got early access. The only difference is I said I got early access. Exposing them. I don't know who these people are. I only ran into 2 people in game literally the entire time because there's so few people on the server that like. Pretty much we all have our own instance as far as I could tell. So I actually don't know all the people that made it. I would be curious to know myself because I was told there was basically 30 people and I would like to know if that's accurate.
What do you guys think? Let me actually ban this guy permanently. Go simp for a bot or more. Go simp for it. Go simp. Yeah, go. Why don't you say Gavin is a better player than me while you're at it? Why don't you say Gavin is a better player? Okay, oh yeah, for sure. Gavin is a better player, dude.
So that's my take on it. I see it through the YouTuber lens of effectively, I only really care about making YouTube videos. I'm not doing hardcore anyway. If they come up with any type of prize, race, or anything for softcore like I'm doing, I happily will announce it right now, no matter what it is. I won't take it because I don't fucking care. Because unless their prize is going to be guaranteeing that I get 100,000 subscribers out of nowhere on YouTube,
let me get this guy's all. Yeah, it's a ban invader, I'm guessing. Let's see, check if it's a ban invader. I'm gonna ban him first. I'm gonna check if it's a ban invader afterwards.
Fucking gunshot.
Yeah, my account created 30 minutes ago. He's called Liar 69, dude. Congrats. You're going for the ban speedrun, dude.
Don't care.
All right. Personally, I don't care. I live in Alaska, some statue in the middle of buttfuck nowhere that I'm not going to ever see. Doesn't matter to me. I'm in a cabin in the woods in Alaska. I'm never going to see this thing. Why would I doubt anyone's even going to see my name on it, to be honest with you. So don't care remotely about the competition. Some people might really care. There's obviously people on Reddit.
Diablo Immortal's base. This video, dude, he did this whole thing without a single cut and perfectly transitioned in a way that almost looked like he was editing it in like a post-processing. But I think he just did the whole thing live. I'm really
It's actually true. And if I didn't have to go let my cat in previously, then this video would have been done in one cut also.
impressed.
To care, they're getting very angry
This guy's
about
talented.
Kind of hard sometimes for me to take Reddit's opinion serious.
He's
because most of their
talented.
posts are literally them hating themselves and posting about how their subreddit's dog shit, which it is. So, in my personal opinion, there's a lot of people getting mad, but there's a lot of people getting mad at a lot of things. So I've since lost the ability to understand what the community actually thinks, because everyone gets mad at literally everything anymore. And I'm trying my best to go out here and be reasonable, give base takes, tell you exactly what I think. Be like, yes, we have an event.
But why don't you be based in the fact and say that you think it's a bad idea that they gave a bunch of fucking theory crafters the game early so that they could theory craft the fuck out of the game before the game comes out, so then when the game comes out, it's already solved before everyone's actually played the game. Like, what you should be, that should be the base take, though. Right? He didn't.
I was talking, yeah, okay, that's probably fair. I was actually focused more on the hardcore side of the drama, to be fair. I was thinking about the Twitter post and thinking about talking about that. To be right, though, like I did kind of say it in this video earlier, but I guess I'll say it again for the sake of being fair. Yeah, I actually do think it would be better if no one had any early access at all. I would probably prefer that world. Like I said, it puts a lot of extra stress, all right, in terms of it. And it probably would make the game better in terms of overall enjoyment for everybody. So, yeah, that's fine. I'd be fine with it either way. But if they're going to dump the floodgates and all these content creators are going rowing in, then yeah, sure, I'm in there too. That's kind of that's my feeling on the matter. Yes, I have an in-game advantage. Yes, I will claim my YouTube advantage. No, I will not claim any of my in-game advantage because what I care about is YouTube, and I'm not doing hardcore anyway. So if you want to have...
He's saying it doesn't matter for the prize. I'm saying it's just bad in general. I'm saying even if the prize, like the second I found out that all these fucking like try-hard, sweaty, giga fucking theorycraft guys had been playing the shit out of the game, I immediately was like, my cockometer, like say 10 out of 10 is a max height for a game. That's like Elden Ring. I'm like a max Elden Ring. I'm like giga max height. Okay. And
God, the thing that I fucking love about Quinn is, man, he knows how to entertain. It is not easy to stand up there every day and basically be the equivalent of a stand-up comedian. With no audience to get feedback other than just, the Twitch spamming the same three letters over and over again. So, people like him and like and some of these other content creators that I watch on the occasion are inspirational in a way because they have so much energy and like passion when they make the content. And that's definitely what people respond to. You have to be real and have some energy and passion behind you. And I just find it hard to have that level of energy all the time. So I'm always impressed when I see guys like him.
Dog shit Q&A, right? Like I watch a Q&A and they're like, shop, battle pass, shop, battle pass. It slowly goes back and back and back. And my hype is like it's still probably like overall for D4, it's probably still like a 7 out of 10 hype meter. But like, it went from like a 7 out of 10 to like a 6.5. Maybe even less. It went to like a 6 after I found out all those motherfuckers, playing the game. Oh, yeah, I did say I would do 500 subs. I'm gonna get through the Baron Quest. Don't worry about it.
Of a kind of a take on it. That's my opinion, but you're welcome to your own. With that being said, all videos further on this are going to be me just making guides, tips, etc. Because I've already got 11 videos made, ready to produce and put out there. The second BNDA is up.
I fucking hate that. I love this guy, but I fucking hate that. Oh, I fucking hate that.
Fair enough.
Oh, no, I am not looking forward to this NDA day, chat. This is video, guys. This is video. That was a good one. Oh.
You know what? That's fair. I actually thought his take was pretty fair, to be honest. And he was generous enough to send out some compliments. So I clapped back in the spots that I disagreed. But to be honest, I thought he gave me a pretty fair and balanced shake. And he linked off to the video and all that and gave me a like. So thanks. Shout out to Quinn. Appreciate that. See you guys on the next one. That's my opinion on it. That was pretty fun to watch, though.